Well, we are getting set for race 2 on the card here at the Clipsal 500. The Adelaide Parklands Street Circuit is about to come alive with the roar of pure thoroughbred machines. Alan Simonson off pole position, Scott Bargwanna alongside him, then Darcy Russell, Mark Eddy, Ross Lilly, John Tulin, Hector Lester, Adam Wallace rounding out the top 8, and Simon Middleton had gearbox problems in the previous race. He'll start out of 16th spot. It should be a real ripper of a race. Weather conditions here changing by the day and by the hour, literally. Down through turn 1, Simonson leads them away. Hector Lester all over the joint on the first turn.
And Taplin launches the 911, as you can see off the curbs. A much tidier start from the GT field. The clerk of the course has probably read the riot act to them, or the bank managers have come in and given them the damage bill.
Dave Stevens right up behind Hector Lester in this opening lap, and Bargwanna does the same to Alan Simonson. They're staying absolutely nose to tail.
Yeah, Scott Bargwanna realises that early in this race he needs to get past Alan Simonson, because once the tyres come up to temperature on that Ferrari, Simonson's able to control the pace. But Scott is in the tow right now as they approach turn 8.
I'm glad you could see him hiding behind the Ferrari. I couldn't. It was unbelievable. Look at the size difference. You know he's going to have a go under brakes. Pulls out of the slipstream, but no, Simonson equal to the task.
Yeah, on that particular occasion, Simonson was right up to speed on the brakes, and Scott Bargwanna had nowhere to go. Darcy Russell still in third position, doing a great job.
John Tulin up in that front running top 5 as well. Simonson lets it slide wide. There's Tulin, Mark Eddy right behind him. Hector Lester, problems.
Middleton.
We've had it coming together out there on the circuit.
Yeah, a bit of a shame there. Middleton, who's been caught at the rear of the field in race 2 as a result of those gearbox problems, has actually come together with one of his stable mates, you should say, down in the turn 9.
And it's always very difficult when you're coming from behind, isn't it? You're prone to any problems out there, getting caught up in them.
Yeah, particularly in that area where you come from such a high speed down to the slowest corner on the track.
And that's the great thing about the Clipsal circuit. You've got some very slow corners, but you've got some very fast ones as well.
Throw a few bumps in there and this becomes one hell of a driver's place. I can tell you, it funnels you in, it sucks you in for speed, and every now and again you miss your braking points and it all goes horribly wrong. But these two guys continue to do a fantastic job, and the flames continue to fly out the back of that little Lotus.
And there's plenty online here this weekend in the Coppola Space Australian GT Championship. Championship points on the line. Alan Simonson's already said he may not be doing the entire season, so just winning the races is not the biggest priority. Collecting those points is, and Bargwanna wants to do that, doesn't he? That's the second time coming down to turn 9. He's had a look.
He's going to need to be a little bit closer as he comes into turn 9. That Ferrari really starts to stretch its legs after turn 8, and if Scott wants to get past, there's going to need to be a big lunge, because we know Alan and the Ferrari are very strong under brakes.
Just caught a shot of Ross Lilly. Looks like he's getting a bit racy out there too. He looms right up behind Dave Stevens in the Ferrari.
Yeah, and the cars continue to pour through. Scott Bargwanna is getting even closer to Alan Simonson, particularly coming into the last corner. I think the only place that he can make that move is at the end of the straight, but wow, what a great race. This is a truly unbelievable performance.
He's having a lot of fun out there too. At the end of race 1, there were big smiles on his face. He knows that it's a David and Goliath battle, but he's equal to the task.
Yeah, up to this point, he spent most of his time during and the back of the car steps out as he launches it off that apex curve. But Scott spent a little bit of this time in this car with the Enduros and thoroughly enjoying his opportunity to race at the front in the Australian GT Championship.
And why wouldn't you? I mean, you're at one of the best circuits that the circus comes to. Problems for the 30 car.
Smoke as well coming out the back. That won't be good.
Adam Wallace, who finished very well up in the top 8 at the end of race 1, finds himself in problems, big problems in fact, in race 2 on the card.
Hopefully that smoke was just a tyre rubbing after some sort of suspension failure. But Scott Bargwanna a little bit further away. I think Simonson might be comfortable with the race pace that he's setting at the moment.
Be good if he can get back out for race 3 in the Advanced Energy Australian GT Championship. Have a go at the Lamborghini. Gee, that was close.
That's what you like to see. Viper, Ferrari, Lamborghini, all within inches of each other at the slowest part of the track. These cars are great at 180, 190 kilometres an hour, but it's 40, 50, 60 Ks where they get real close.
Oh, he's walking away looking very disconsolate about the whole caper, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. But look at this, Simonson's been able to pull away from Bargwanna.
And look at the top of the screen, the battle for third position between Darcy Russell. Darcy Russell's in the wall.
Darcy has looped it and gone into the wall on the exit of the hairpin. That's really disappointing. That was a great three-way dice for the final podium spot. But Darcy Russell, well, he's going to have to get out the checkbook at the end of this one.
Oh, completely facing the wrong way. It's almost like he'd either hooked the car up on the curbs or copped a big surf from behind to turn him around. That's very unfortunate. It was a great weekend to that point for Darcy Russell.
Well, Bargwana trying to hang on to the back of Alan Simonson, the Coopers pilot, out in front. Now, will this bring out a safety car? That's the next question. Darcy is still in the car. You can see the official saying, come on, hop out, get over the concrete wall. He still has some time before Alan Simonson gets down to that part of the track.
Part of the code between the drivers and the flag marshals. If you've had an incident, the marshals will come up and they'll give you a thumbs up. I'm embarrassed to tell you I've seen the thumbs up sign a couple of times in my career, but Darcy's all right. He's getting out of the car and obviously extremely disappointed, but we'll be back straight after this break.